For a long time now, Huawei's smartphone industry has been dominated by formidable competitors such as Honor, Vivo, Samsung, and Oppo. Any tariffs that are necessary will be imposed by me. Full, double, or triple. In the US, Huawei will not sell a single vehicle. Carl discloses that since the decision to ban Huawei and isolate China, the company's attempts to build its own software and processors have only increased. The new Mate 70 smartphone, which expands upon last year's Mate 60 hardware breakthrough, was released this week by Huawei, adding another signal to the mix. Can you believe it? Huawei has taken a move that might shake up the semiconductor business like never before. All around the IT industry, people are raising eyebrows because it is daring and brazen. The ultraviolet lithography technique that Huawei has patented is so far ahead of its time that it will make your smartphone seem quaint in comparison. The Dutch tech behemoth ASML has dominated this field for many years. Huawei has just said, "Hold my beer." This is despite the fact that EUV technology is their most valuable asset and the undisputed monopoly that drives the most sophisticated processors in your devices. This isn't your average patent tale. It's about a major change in authority. See, the fate of artificial intelligence, AI, and quantum computing rests in the hands of whomever owns the technology of extreme ultraviolet, EUV lithography, which in turn controls the semiconductor industry. It's more than simply a technical move. Huawei's foray into this market is a geopolitical gamble with the potential to alter the international tech scene. However, what has Huawei done to turn the tables around? Let's investigate. Knowing the history of ASML will help you comprehend how Huawei overtook them. The decision to rule the semiconductor business came from within, not outside, ASML. Decades of invention, teamwork, and dogged desire have culminated in this tale. Imagine this. A small Dutch firm in the 1980s gambled heavily on a very complicated technology that was widely thought to be unachievable. Thus started ASML's foray into extreme ultraviolet lithography. Ultraviolet, EUV machines are technological wonders. They employ virus-thin light beams to etch tiny circuitry into silicon. The circuits that make your electric vehicle go quicker, your AI assistant eerily intelligent, and your iPhone smarter all start with wafers. A single dust particle may interrupt the whole operation because to the very high degree of accuracy that is needed. How was ASML able to do this? Teamwork was essential. Together with tech behemoths like Intel, TSMC, and Samsung, the startup raised billions of dollars and conducted groundbreaking research for decades. Innovation was the result of a concerted international effort. With the rise of ASML EUV technology, the business accomplished the unthinkable. It became the undisputed leader in a vital global industry. However, monopolies often give rise to competitors, and Huawei is preparing to pose the greatest threat to ASML yet with its new patent. Now, we need to know whether Huawei can compete technologically with ASML. Dismantling ASML, a behemoth in the IT industry, is no small feat. When it comes to production, extreme ultraviolet lithography, EUV lithography, is at the very top of the food chain. 20 years and billions of dollars later, ASML's machines are still not flawless. Components like light generators and mirrors operate at circumstances that would test the stamina of a NASA engineer, requiring these devices to be almost imprecise. The intriguing part, however, comes from Huawei. The Chinese tech behemoth has submitted a patent that directly questions ASML's monopoly, and it pertains to essential parts of EUV machines. This isn't only a theoretical concept, it's a plan for a major innovation in technology. Allow me to explain. Beyond only making chips, EUV lithography aspires to advanced technology. Devices ranging from cell phones to supercomputers would be less efficient, heavier, slower, and more cumbersome if ultraviolet light, EUV, weren't available. European ultraviolet, EUV, technology powers your phone's speed, your car's intelligence, and your AI assistant's creepy skills. To elaborate, ultraviolet, UV machines etch silicon circuitry using UV light. Chips made with EUV technology are more efficient, run quicker, and can fuel the next technological revolution, since their wafers are measured in nanometers, which is smaller than a human DNA strand. Nonetheless, EUV has consequences that go beyond electronic devices. Industries such as renewable energy, healthcare, and military rely on these chips. In a perfect world, artificial intelligence, AI systems, would be able to process millions of medical data per second, or respond to missile defense threats 20 times quicker than a human brain. It is for this reason that Huawei's foray into the EUV competition is noteworthy. EUV-enabled CPUs are capable of such power. They will affect the course of innovation on a worldwide scale if they are successful. They will not only compete with ASML. Nevertheless, at this moment, why? It all comes down to geopolitics. Has the US tech embargo prompted this? Please let us know whether you're having fun with the video before we go any further. If so, if you like the video and would want to see more like it, please subscribe to our channel. We can go on from here. Definitely, there's no need to pretend differently. Specifically targeting Huawei, the United States has been stifling China's tech sector for years by limiting access to cutting-edge semiconductor technologies. The goal of these sanctions was to slow China's technical development, not only to hurt Chinese businesses. Huawei, on the other hand, does more than simply survive. It flourishes in high-stakes situations. While the United States restricted Huawei's access to vital technologies, the business defied expectations by creating the seemingly impossible Kirin 9000 processor. By securing this EUV patent, Huawei is now actively retaliating. The larger strategic context of China is at stake here, not just Huawei. Complete autonomy in technology is a non-starter, according to Beijing. To guarantee China's independence, the government has poured resources into research in areas such as artificial intelligence and quantum computing. This approach is clearly shown by Huawei's patent. Fearless M, this is a daring step that fits in with the country's goals. But it's more than simply a dispute between Huawei and ASML. It's a change that has the potential to disrupt the whole semiconductor industry worldwide. The entrance of Huawei has the potential to change the way technology dictates access. The ramifications of ending the monopoly and bringing competition to a much-needed market might be enormous. One potential benefit is that it has the ability to reduce the price of sophisticated processors, which would lead to more cheap, high-tech gadgets. Second, it may hasten the process of invention. Companies may be more motivated to innovate as they aim to outdo one another. Picture this. Thanks to Huawei's innovation, we can imagine a future where artificial intelligence, AI, becomes smarter, electric cars become more accessible, and smartphone speeds increase as firms compete to outdo each other. It must be acknowledged, however, that geopolitics is highly related to the semiconductor industry. Sanctions on Chinese technology may be tightened by countries that were allies of the US in the last conflict. This has more to do with the global power dynamics than with semiconductors. Some may turn to Huawei as a strategic partner. Leading the pack is Huawei, a firm that has shown it can change the game. Are we seeing the beginning of ASML's decline? Changes are occurring in the semiconductor industry, that much is certain. The patent is a statement of purpose as much as it is a technical accomplishment for Huawei. Even while this isn't only about ASML or Huawei, the once unbreakable ASML is now confronting its greatest challenge to date. This is all about how technology will evolve in the future. The globe is already deeply divided. Could Huawei's daring action usher in a new era of unparalleled innovation? The stakes are larger than they have ever been, and the race for semiconductors is more thrilling than ever, regardless of what occurs. Please allow us a minute to express our gratitude for your participation in this discussion. As usual, your insights astound us. In your opinion, who will take the helm? Could Huawei be the one? Post a comment and tell us. Is ASML capable of thwarting Huawei in any way? Are you interested in seeing similar videos? In that case, until the next video drops, you may get unique content that highlights China's incredible growth and expanding worldwide impact by sharing, and subscribing. Be sure to check back